N-400 Interview Part 1. How to Answer Yes, No Moral Character Questions, 2025.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Officer Andrea. I will be conducting your naturalization interview today. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. I'll begin with the civics portion of your interview. I'll ask you up to 50 questions. You'll need to answer at least 30 correctly to pass. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Question 1. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president?
18 and older.
That's correct. In the United States, citizens must be at least 18 years old to vote in federal elections, including the presidential election. Question 2. What did the Declaration of Independence do?
Announced our independence from Great Britain.
Yes, that's right. It officially declared that the American colonies were breaking away from British rule. Question 3. What are the two major political parties in the United States?
Democratic and Republican.
That's correct. Those are the two major political parties in the U.S. today. Question 4. How many justices are on the Supreme Court?
Check at the time of your interview.
Yes, the number can change, so you should check the current number before your interview date. Question 5. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South.
The Civil War.
That's right. The Civil War was fought between the northern and southern states of the U.S. Question 6. Name one state that borders Mexico.
California.
Yes, California is one of the U.S. states that shares a border with Mexico. Question 7. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
Absolutely. Those rights are protected under the Constitution and apply to everyone living in the U.S. Question 8. Who was the first president?
George Washington.
That's correct. George Washington was the very first president of the United States. Question 9. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
Yes, that was a tragic and significant day in U.S. history. Question 10. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment?
Speech.
Correct. The First Amendment guarantees the freedom of speech among other important freedoms. Question 11. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves?
Africans.
Yes, that's right. Many Africans were forcibly brought to America and enslaved. Question 12. When do we celebrate Independence Day?
July 4th.
Correct. Independence Day is celebrated every year on July 4th. Question 13. What does the President's Cabinet do?
Advises the President.
That's right. The cabinet is made up of key advisors who help the president make important decisions. Question 14. Name one state that borders Canada.
New York.
Yes, New York shares a northern border with Canada. Question 15. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Speaker of the House.
That's correct. The Speaker of the House is next in the line of succession. Question 16. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, the Atlantic Ocean lies along the east coast. Question 17. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms?
April 15th.
That's right. Unless there's a special extension, taxes are due on April 15th each year. Question 18. What does the judicial branch do?
Reviews laws.
Exactly. The judicial branch interprets and reviews the laws to make sure they follow the Constitution. Question 19. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens?
Vote in a federal election.
Correct. Only U.S. citizens can vote in federal elections like those for president or Congress. Question 20. What is the highest court in the United States?
The Supreme Court.
That's right. It is the top court in the judicial system. Question 21. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
Any citizen can vote.
Yes, that's correct. One of those amendments guarantees that any U.S. citizen, male or female, has the right to vote. Question 22. What is freedom of religion?
You can practice any religion or not practice a religion.
That's absolutely right. In the U.S., people are free to follow any religion or none at all. Question 23. What is the name of the President of the United States now?
Check at the time of your interview.
That's correct. Be sure to know the current president's name on the day of your interview. Question 24. Name one problem that led to the Civil War.
Slavery.
Yes, slavery was one of the key causes of the Civil War. Question 25. The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
That's right. There are 435 voting members in the House. Question 26. Name one U.S. territory.
Puerto Rico.
Correct. Puerto Rico is one of several U.S. territories. Question 27. What are 2 cabinet-level positions?
Attorney General, Vice President.
Yes, both the Attorney General and the Vice President are part of the President's cabinet. Question 28. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do?
Fought for civil rights.
That's right. He was a key leader in the American civil rights movement. Question 29. When must all men register for the Selective Service?
18.
Correct. Men must register for Selective Service at age 18. Question 30. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years?
6.
Yes, U.S. Senators serve 6-year terms. Question 31. Why did the colonists fight the British?
Because of high taxes.
That's right. High taxes and other issues like lack of representation led the colonists to rebel. Question 32. What is an amendment?
A change to the Constitution.
Correct. An amendment is a formal change or addition to the Constitution. Question 33. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, Thomas Jefferson was the main author of the Declaration. Question 34. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
World War II.
That's correct. World War II was a significant conflict the U.S. participated in during the 1900s. Question 35. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in?
World War II.
Yes, that's right. Eisenhower served as a general in World War II before becoming president.
Thank you, Officer Andrea.
You did a great job answering those questions, David. How are you feeling so far?
I feel pretty confident with the basics, but I think I need to review more of the history-related questions.
That's a good observation. Many people find the historical facts and names a bit tricky, especially if they haven't studied them in a while.
Right. I'll try to focus more on the timeline and major events.
A great way to study is to use flashcards, practice with a friend, and go through sample interview videos. Also, try saying the answers out loud to build confidence.
That makes sense. I've also been listening to audio recordings on my phone during breaks.
That's an excellent method. The more ways you review, the better it will stick. You've made a strong start. Keep it up.